It's time for Michigan's retirement coach, Mike Douglas.
If Ken Griffey Jr. can do it, why can't you? It's so simple. It's so easy.
Story of my Little League career. Oh, yeah. This is how Ken Griffey Jr. bets.
Yeah, no problem.
So I should do the same thing.
Step right up.
Same thing.
Show them what you can do. Show them how you're working with it.
Sweetest swing.
This is Michigan's retirement coach, certified financial planner, Mike Douglas. I'm Heather Branch here with Mike, asking for how we can all be like Ken Griffey Jr. No, asking for his ideas on ways that we can better prepare for the second phase of our financial life, our retirement years. After working and saving for many decades, now the plan, the hope is that you're going to have many decades in retirement to finally enjoy all the fruits of your labor. So at michigansretirementcoach.com, Life Plan Financial Design, Mike's company, they are here to help you figure that out. So again, the website, michigansretirementcoach.com, or you can click on the links we've got posted in the show notes. Ken Griffey Jr. is a great example for how many of us should be on many different levels.
I'm so excited for this content.
What makes you told me he's
Ken Griffey Jr.
Is he like your favorite baseball player of all time?
Him and David Justice are my two favorite baseball players of all time.
Okay. Why Ken Griffey?
So he was like an icon for a generation. He was the kid. Him and his dad played baseball together.
Yep.
They were on the same team at one point.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yep.
But the way he played was so athletic and so smooth.
Okay.
The best swing. He has the absolute best swing in baseball history. I love it. He had this great energy, the backwards hat, the earring in, during the home run derby. Great energy. I had his shoes in 7th grade. He had these high top shoes with the 24 on the side and the baseball with the flame coming from behind on the bottom. I had them. I love them. They just re-released them recently.
Are you getting a new pair?
I'm getting a pair.
Yeah.
I'm getting a pair.
Nice.
100%. And they are ridiculous for a 41-year-old to wear, but
Don't care.
It's happening. So he was beautiful. And this is also back in the ages. I was just telling my kids the other day about this. Like when you had a trapper keeper.
Yep.
And inside your trapper keeper, you have these folders.
Yep.
And the big thing back then was they had all these athletes on folders. Like you could get a folder with David Justice on it or Ken Griffey Jr. on it. So Ken Griffey Jr., just an icon.
Yeah.
Insane athlete, made insane catches. Unfortunately, started causing some injuries when he jumps into walls. But just so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
So smooth. I almost caught a foul ball from him at a Tigers game at Old Tiger Stadium during batting practice. Like that's how focused I was.
Wow.
He's hitting BP. I'm out there. A ball rolls right under my fingers. It's rolling down the side. Rolls right under my fingers because I didn't have my stupid glove on. And someone down the way got it. And I was like, I don't care if it was batting practice or not. It's from my Kenny G, right? Ken Griffey Jr. And
you're Kenny G. Oh my gosh.
Man. There's a generation so people about my age, right? I'd say probably 37 to 45. If you didn't love Ken Griffey Jr. as a baseball player and you're a baseball fan, there is something wrong with you. He's not a Tiger. Like I was a Tigers and a Braves person. He wasn't either, but I love the way he played baseball. He is so much fun.
So you're saying you're a fan, is what I'm hearing.
A fan boy. Like I am just
hardcore
crazy fan. Yeah.
Like scream like a girl. Oh, it's Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, like when I see famous people come across them, I'm always like pretty chill. I'm like, listen, let them do their thing.
Yeah.
Maybe try to snap a picture from distance, but whatever.
Yeah.
He is the one I'm walking up to saying, I am such a big fan. I had your shoes. That's me if he walks down the street.
People like you then are the motivator for what he decided to do. You're the problem. You're part of the problem. What he had to do in order to be, ironically, because you're such a present dad, you and your wife, Kimberly, have 4 kids, and your whole, I know as your friend and as somebody who works with you, your whole life rotates around your kids' sports schedule, which I love.
Yes.
You're so present. So when Ken Griffey Jr. decided that he was going to retire from baseball, he ended up finding a side hustle as a media photographer. And he has shot things as big as the MLB home run derbies, NFL games, Major League Soccer matches, as well as even the Masters. How big is that? But this is where it all comes together, Mike, because of how he started taking pictures. He did it as a way of keeping others from distracting him when he was trying to watch one of his kids' games. Here's what he said.
It was actually the only way I could see my kids. They were like, oh, Ken's here. And I was like, okay, I've got to pay more attention to what's going on. And I figured nobody's messing with the photographer. Well, let me pick it up. Let me try it. And I got a couple photographer friends who sent me a couple cameras and lenses and said, here you go. And didn't tell me anything about it. Just don't put it on auto.
But in true Ken Griffey Jr. fashion, he's good enough at photography now, this second side hustle, that he's shooting these big Major League Sporting events.
Yeah.
You're always talking about...
Because he's awesome at stuff.
He's awesome at everything. You're always talking about, in the work that you do, how important it is, the conversations, not about the money. Forget about the money. Forget about the investments. Forget about those things. What is your life going to be? What are your goals? What are you retiring to? So how does that all come together in the work that you do at Life Plan Financial Design?
We have to understand what life is supposed to look like when you retire. And depending on the age you retire will determine what your life is supposed to look like. We have people who retire in their 50s, and it's because they hit 30 years at Ford or 30 years at GM. They hit kind of a magic pension number. They retire, and now they have to repurpose a lot of times to another part-time job or crazy busy hobbies or crazy travel. If you retire in your 60s, you have to really retire to your bucket list. Like, let's start knocking things out because we're healthy and we're able and we're doing things. When you're 70s, you retire. In your early 70s, you're retiring to your family because I've got these grandkids now and they consume so much and I want to be present and all those things. But it's understanding what you want it to be. How do I want to feel? Who do I want to be around? Where do I want to go? What do I want to see? If I can do those things, and also what impact do I want to have would be the last one. Because retiring to sit on the porch there's nothing wrong with it, but there's a staleness to it. There's something you want to accomplish, especially if you saved money. I've got this money, I have this asset. How do I make it productive? And how do I make the world better with it? I'm not saying give all your money away. If you want to, do it. I'm not saying that the world deserves your money. I'm saying that you deserve to feel like you accomplished more than whatever your job was. We passionately do our job. If you're a plumber, you passionately plumb, you fulfill, you help people. Trust me, I love our plumber because he helps us in situations I can't help us.
Cannot do.
I love our electrician, my HVAC guy. Like, these are, in my world, if I could say I'm going to be left alone in a post-apocalyptic scenario, I want my plumber, my HVAC guy, my electrician, my people, and my farmers. Like, that's who I need close.
Yep.
And probably a hunter. But it's like, out of that, like, what do you do in life? How do you create fulfillment? How do you make the world better? So if you take your work as seriously and you make the world better through your work, why? Because you make quality cars, you make quality food, you do quality financial services, you're a quality attorney, a quality, whatever your job is, you make quality media and you make the world better through it. Then when you retire, how do you continue to make the world better? I think that's a powerful tool. Yeah. Now, sometimes I make the world better by investing in my kids and grandkids to help them grow up to be great people. Maybe by helping your kids not be straddled with such heavy levels of debt through a home purchase, and you help invest in a home with them, or grandkids with college so they don't come out buried in insane college debt. Whatever it is, how do you make the world better? So for Kimberly and I, we've decided that our most important asset of everything we have, between our business, our properties, our home, everything else, it's our kids. We invest everything in the world into our kids. So I don't miss my kids' events for work. I don't miss, I coach too many teams, right? Like I should be able to be a dad and just watch them play sport.
Yeah.
But in my mind, if my kid's going to be at practice 2 hours a night, I'm going to be at practice 2 hours a night. Why? It's 2 more hours I get to spend with them.
Yeah. And
I am too competitive to sit and watch. So I coach and I love it. And I invest in them that way. Whatever it is, you're investing in something. Your retirement should be continuing to invest in the things that matter most. Into your family, into travel, big bucket list things. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to whatever. Do those things.
Yeah.
And then take the people you love with you. Right. So it's one thing to go and, go to Hawaii, right? It's really fun to go to Hawaii, go see really cool things. And we did that a couple years ago. We took our kids to Hawaii and we did a 2.5 week trip, which is unbelievable. Very grateful that we're able to do that. But what was great about it is we spent the first week with my parents there as they were celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. And my dad served in the military for 50 years. He just, back a couple months ago, had his Army 50-year anniversary, 50-year birthday. He enlisted, served, I believe it was 21 years active duty and then 29 years as a civilian. So he just had his 50th year. 2 years ago in 2023, we were at Pearl Harbor Memorial Day weekend with my dad and my kids touring it and learning about it together.
Wow.
That was an amazing experience.
Yeah.
So my parents were with us for those 7 or 8 days. And then they leave and head back. We go to the second part of our vacation, which I had a work trip I had to go on as part of it. And Kimberly's parents came, and it was their 40th wedding anniversary.
That's amazing.
And they spent a week with us there.
Yeah.
And these beautiful experiences we got to share with my parents and then with her parents and my kids through it all. And I think those are the things that are most important. So retirement, being with those, the reason Ken Griffey Jr. took up photography is not out of a passion for photography, but a passion for his kids. When we go watch my kids play sports, if it's I can't coach 3 boys on 3 different teams at the same time. So we go watch, I'll coach like this year. Last year I coached just Gavin's team, but Zachary and Caleb's team, I'm obviously a ridiculous fan of. I'm just not coaching. So when we sit in the stands and then like my wife's there and her parents are there or my parents are there and all their friends are there and they're all talking about everything else besides basketball, right? Drives me crazy. So I get up and I go stand on the end of the court by myself so I can just watch and engage and follow my kids.
Yeah.
Because I want to know and I want to be able to talk to them after the game about what they did and just celebrate life with them.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I wanted to be isolated so I can do it. Maybe I need to get a camera because then maybe people will quit talking to me on the end of the court, right? But I get it. I get what Ken Griffey did. He didn't do it out of a passion for photography. He did it out of a passion for his kids. And then from that, Ken Griffey Jr., one of the most amazing people of all time in terms of skill, athleticism, sweetness, all the beauty that I loved about Ken Griffey Jr., turned into a world-class photographer. So happy for him, but really happy that his priority was to be able to watch his kids uninterrupted.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful thing. When you retire, what do you want to passionately give your attention to? How do you want to live? What do you want to invest in? I'm not talking about ETFs versus stocks versus mutual funds. What are the people and things you want to invest in? Choose those things. And then once you choose those things, the path investment-wise will happen. It's almost like if you build it, they will come.
Yeah. Yeah.
Choose the things that matters most and make sure your investment plan accomplishes those. So how do I get my income? How much do I pay in taxes? Estate planning? Those are all the tools in our tool belt that we use to build the retirement plan we want. So don't allow retirement to become about annuity versus no annuity, life insurance versus no life insurance, stocks versus ETFs. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Choose the people that matter most, choose the life that matters most, and make the investments match that. I think that's the beauty of this Ken Griffey Jr. story, is that it's not about his accomplishments, but about his greatest pride and his greatest focus was his kids. Living in that space is really, really cool. And whatever it is, again, it's not for everybody. It's not kids. For a lot of people, it could be building. I just saw Sarah Blakely, someone that we both like I fanboy over her. You fangirl over her, right?
Mm-hmm. She's the billionaire inventor of Spanx.
Yeah. And I just saw she posted, I think it was yesterday, the day before, that, she and her husband, Jesse, didn't get married till 37 because she was building her empire. And it's an empire. Sold it billionaire, Sarah Blakely. And she said that through the years, her focus has shifted, but on purpose. People were saying, she said she was a bridesmaid 13 times before she's ever a bride. That's okay. But everyone would say, oh, were you trying to find a husband? No, I'm building my empire is what she would say all the time. Building my empire. And then she did. And as she built herself and built her empire, the right person came along at the right time. And now they have a beautiful family. She got married at 37, first kid at 38. They have 4 kids now. Beautiful life, right? But she knew who she was, knew what she wanted to accomplish, invested in that. And I had a chance a couple of years ago, kind of in a funny way. We were at an event where she was speaking and her husband was speaking. And we asked about her, investing experience. Have you invested in a lot of stocks? So what type of a portfolio have you built? She said, I never bought stock, ever. And she said, I was getting a 20% return on my company. And I couldn't find any investment that I was passionate about, keywords, that could get me 20% per year. So I just invested in me. and built this thing. It's a beautiful sentiment, but it's the reality she did, and it's been very successful. So whether it's building a company, building your life, building your marriage, building a community, investing, giving back, being part of a church, being part of an organization, find your purpose, have your finances funded. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. I think that all of the stuff that you were saying, is I was thinking to myself, there is such a strong reason that the name of your company is Life Plan Financial Design. Like, financial is the third word in the name of your business. And probably you just have that for searchability. Really, Life Plan Design is the work that you do. That's what you're here for. When it comes to your retirement plan, yes, the money is important. We need to make sure that the money is there to lift you up and to help you do the things that you want to do. But it's just a fraction of what you need to have figured out for the happiness of your life and the longevity of yourself and for your family in the years ahead. So as you have listened to all these things that Mike was talking about, if you realize you have just been so focused on saving and investing over the years, michigansretirementcoach.com is where to go to start the conversation with Mike and his team about creating a life plan for your future, not just a financial plan, one that is about the goals that you have personally, emotionally, for yourself, for your family. Again, it's michigansretirementcoach.com, or click on the links we got posted in the show notes. Let's get to work helping you realize the goals that you have for yourself and the life you want to live in retirement. Mike and his team, they are here to help.
Thanks for listening to Michigan's Retirement Coach with Mike Douglas. To learn more, visit michigansretirementcoach.com.
Michael Douglas is an investment advisor representative of Stewards Wealth Planning, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Financial professionals are not licensed in all 50 states. To find out if Michael Douglas is licensed in your state, please call 517-323-7526. Stewards Wealth Planning, LLC is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Michael B. Douglas, NPN number 9650939.